This is Will Faerber from Art to Ride, and today we're going to do a little update on Miracle, the Wonder Horse here. What I wanted you to see is how much better he's starting to move. Remember, we've talked a lot about horseshoes and what they do for horses. So this horse was kind of wild, so we couldn't really just slap shoes on him because the horseshoer couldn't do it. He would have gotten killed. So it took us quite a while. We got the front shoes on him 1 month, and then just about 3 weeks ago we were able to get the back shoes on him. And the reason that we put the back shoes on, he'd been barefoot, but all of a sudden he started not wanting to come into the arena, wasn't moving very well, and what we realized was that his heels were just getting sore. And now I want you to see how much different he's moving. If you go back and look at the previous videos of this horse, you'll see that he's much more engaged over his back now and tracking much deeper under his body with his hind legs. So once again, it's another perfect example of, if you have a horse that doesn't want to work, see if you can't find out why, because there usually is a reason. It's the nature of horses, especially hot ones like this little guy, to want to move. When suddenly they don't want to move, you got to figure out what the problem is. In his case, it was shoeing. It's very few horses can really do real work and be barefoot, especially if they're very flat-soled, as this horse was, and had almost no heel at all. So he was basically going on the bulbs of his heels. So he got, over time, he just got sore and he couldn't really sustain it. As I said, now look at how easily he's tracking in, how much he's settled into the bridle, and once again, as I said, how much deeper he's moving behind, and just how much happier he is. And he no longer is hesitant about coming into the ring or being worked, and he's a happy boy again because we figured out what was causing him the discomfort. So once again, you're going to see him develop really well now because he's really getting underneath himself now and starting to swing over his back. This horse was very hollow and nothing more than a bag of bones when we got him. I'll refresh your memory. One of our students bought this horse. He was tied to a post and a man was beating him half to death, and she bought him from him on the spot. But he was just a totally wild horse. God only knows where he came from. But now he's turning around beautifully. You can see his neck beautifully developing, and look how deep he's tracking under the body, and even starting to show a little suspension in the trot right there. So that's what we're looking for. This tells us we're on the right track, and before long he's going to turn into a very nice horse. So once again, this Miracle, the Wonder Horse, this is Will Faerber from Art to Ride with my associate trainer Amber Matusik and our good buddy here, Miracle. Going to get him stretching one more time there like that. And look how he's actually even starting to develop a little spring off the ground as he starts to connect his front and back end. That's what we're looking for. So once again, if your horses are hesitant about being worked, try to figure out what's causing it, because usually if horses just don't want to work or they balk at everything you do, there's something that's causing them difficulty. It could be a saddle, it could just be hollowness, or pain in his feet, as was the problem with this horse, in that he just was barefoot and couldn't sustain the work barefoot. All right, very good. See you next time at Art to Ride.